There's a couple fears that I have about the outdoors. I'm scared that I might encounter wildlife. That most likely won't happen, but like that fear is still in the back of my mind, and it's like I still think it's a possibility.
Fear of wildlife is super valid, but knowledge and preparation will definitely help. Animals typically don't want to be around us at all and usually won't be a problem. Traveling in pairs and hiking in groups is the safer move. As long as you're talking or making noise, like a bear call, they'll hear you coming and will stay away. If you see an animal and they're bigger than your thumb size, when you stretch out your arm, then that's when you should leave. But if they're smaller than your thumb, then you're good. We must remember that we are visitors in their homes, so let's respect that.
Hey. Okay. We out here in the wild. It's about to get wild. Something I'm trying to conquer, and I hope this trip will help me, is my fear of bugs, because when you're in nature, you're kind of in their space, so you want to learn to coexist. But I hate bugs. And obviously being in the wilderness, you're going to encounter so many. I got 2 giant bug bites yesterday, and how could I avoid this?
So I think it's really good to know your environment. We were next to a lot of standing water, which is a prime spot for mosquitoes. Dusk and dawn are times to be aware of.
Bug spray is a prime resource to prevent those mosquitoes from getting on you and biting you. And then there's also measures that you can take after you get bitten. And we have this little cream that's called After Bite. And it might reduce the itch, but it also just kind of like calms the wound down.
Yeah, I think you also did a really good job of wearing layers, which is really good to just as a preventative. There's the potential for ticks in the area as well. So like just doing a quick tick check where you just brush down your arms, brush down your legs.
Yeah, and usually ticks, you can run into them when you're walking in like higher vegetation, like grasses and such. And just make sure you check every time you do that, and it never hurts to check before and after you get out of your tent as well.
I was really skeptical about encountering wildlife, but I knew like the probability of it was going to be really, really low because, you know, I'm not the only person out there. There's other people at the campsite, and I'm with a group of people.
Mainly, my biggest fear was of bugs, and I did get bit, and I got quite a few bites, but I'm fine, and I'm walking today, and it was kind of like exposure therapy because I kind of realized like it's never that serious.
Stay tuned for our next video where we'll talk about being safe in the sun and by the ocean.